What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my Anabolic kitchen. This video right here is for all my pizza lovers, the people whose preferred Friday night involves ordering a pie from down the street and putting on a blockbuster movie. Before I got into this whole diet thing, I was a pizza guy myself, but eating pizza as often as I did isn't ideal if you want your physique to be lean and aesthetic. But that's where this hat comes in. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make your own homemade pizza crust that has as much protein as 12 ounces of steak while containing none of the carbohydrates. We can have this thing whipped up with a few simple ingredients, and I'm telling you, the finished product is not only delicious, but it's so dang anabolic. If you give your girlfriend a slice, she might just wake up with a full beard. If you've been looking for the healthiest, highest protein way to eat pizza, then I'm telling you, look no further than this video, because it just might change your life. And for the ultimate weight loss cheat code cookbook in your pocket, don't forget, you can pick up a copy at the first link in my description box. And I'm telling you, it's not just pizza, it's ice cream, it's donuts, it's fried chicken, and it's pasta. We got quite literally everything in here, and I promise you, if your goal is to lose weight, as long as you follow us in this book, you will see results no matter what. Hit that link down below if you want to check it out. And here we go, folks. If y'all are ready to get an epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah! You know the drill, folks. We're doing a giveaway. Once again, if you want to enter to win a free box of Anabars, the best tasting protein bar in the world, make sure you A, like the video, B, be subscribed to the channel, and C, leave a comment down below. I will choose a winner randomly and announce it in the next video. Now, let's get to this crust. And when I tell you this recipe comes together quick, I ain't lying to you. The first thing we need is a can of chicken breast. I know what you're thinking. Rem, we're already off to a terrible start. But I'm telling y'all, you just gotta trust me. And if you do, the worst thing that can happen is you'll end up leaner, more handsome, and a little gassy from all the protein. Not a hard decision to make now, is it? All I'm gonna do is open up the can, then I'm just gonna grab a bowl, and I'm gonna drain off the liquid. Now, normally I would do this over a sink, but we're making a YouTube video, so just pretend the sink is a bowl. The same way you pretend your girlfriend loves you, and not the guy that delivers the mail. And then once we got the chicken drained, we wanna get a little bit more of that moisture off. So I'm gonna take a paper towel, I have two of them folded over on top of each other, we're gonna dump the chicken right in the middle, and then now I just wanna fold it over, put all the chicken between our paper towels, then I'm just gonna give this thing a squeeze, get the rest of that liquid out of there. And then once we got a good bit of the moisture out, I'm gonna toss the chicken in a large mixing bowl. And now we gotta add a few more ingredients. The next ingredient we need to add is cheese. Now, me personally, I want this to be as anabolic as possible. So I recommend using fat-free cheese here, because it's gonna give us a ton of protein without all the extra calories. The only problem with fat-free cheese is there are trace amounts of carbohydrates in here, but they're pretty negligible in the grand scheme of things. And you can use cheddar or mozzarella here. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I like cheddar strictly because of the color. We're gonna weigh out 56 grams in our bowl. And after that, we're gonna crack one large egg down in. Then I'm gonna add a gram of Italian seasoning for that pizza flavor. And then to round the whole thing out, I'm gonna toss in a gram of seasoned salt. And then once all that's in here, I'm gonna go in with a spoon, break up the egg, break up this chicken, and get everything mixed up until it's the same consistency throughout. Here we go. After a little bit of time, this looks nothing like pizza dough. But I'm telling you, you gotta trust me, because the end result here is magical, and it'll give the whole family a set of beards if you give it a chance. So all I'm gonna do now is grab a pizza baking circle. We're gonna hit it with some nonstick. And then now we just wanna spoon our chicken, cheese, and egg concoction right in the middle. And then now all I wanna do is flatten this out and begin shaping it into a circle, just like a traditional pizza crust. I mean, I guess you can shape this into whatever shape you want, but anything other than a circle for a pizza crust makes me wanna call the authorities. Officer, someone's here and they're suffering a mental health crisis. So all I'm gonna do is continue pressing down, tightening everything up, making sure there's no empty spots in here. We're gonna get this thing looking uniform all the way through. Check it out, guys. Once you get it shaped up, it should look just like this. Now, in order for all the magic to happen and this to come together, what we gotta do is toss this in the oven at 475 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. You may have a hard time believing this is gonna be a crust, but once that time elapses, you're gonna be a believer. We'll go ahead and toss this in. Woo, woo. I'm gonna set a timer, and there you go, folks. When I return, you already know what time it is. Let's go. And check this out, guys. After 11 minutes in the oven, our Frankenstein concoction of ingredients is now uniform, holds together, and is now the perfect anabolic base for a pizza. And even though this may not look appetizing, I'm telling you guys, you just gotta trust me. The first multiple batches of these I whipped up, I ate literally plain, just like this, and it was actually a pretty satisfying meal, all things considered. So as long as you follow the ingredients and instructions I just showed you, this crust is gonna be a banger. Now, normally with the pizzas on this channel, you guys could probably make an educated guess on what I was was gonna put on it, and you would be correct. When working with regular crust that have a ton of carbs, we're kinda counting on the fact that the crust is already gonna be higher calorie, so with the ingredients, we tone those down. Fat-free cheese, turkey pepperoni, low-calorie pizza sauce. But with this, since our crust already contains all the protein and none of the carbs, we have some extra calories in the bank to where we can use some less healthy for you ingredients and still have an extremely anabolic end result. So for this pizza, instead of using regular pizza sauce, here's a little hack I recommend. If you're making pizzas at home, see if you can't find pizza snack sauce. This is like the dipping sauce you'd use for breadsticks, garlic bread, strombolis, that type of stuff, and it has slightly more calories than regular pizza sauce, but overall it's much sweeter and really like a delicacy. So if you have a chicken crust, this is really gonna help spice the whole thing up. So I'll just go ahead, spoon some of this right in the middle, get ourselves some nice edge-to-edge coverage. And for the cheese, if you want the best of both worlds, you want the creaminess of full-fat cheese, but you don't want all the dang calories, you want more protein, instead of going fat-free, you can always go right in the middle. This is 2% reduced fat mozzarella, still has significantly fewer calories than full-fat cheese, and a regular pizza consumer wouldn't really be able to tell any difference. So now we'll just go in and spread our cheese on top of the sauce, and then finally, we'll just toss some pepperoni on this. Now, I would never lie to you guys and try to convince you that pepperoni in any form is good for a diet, but like I said, if we got the crust completely on point, then we have a few extra calories to spare. So I'm just gonna go ahead, spread some of these pepperonis right on here, and then here shortly, this bad boy is gonna be ready for the oven. Folks, we are moments away from the most anabolic pizza in history. All this needs now, since the crust is already cooked, is a few minutes in here on a high broil until everything's bubbly, juicy, and ready to go in the gullet. I'm gonna toss this in, set the broil. There we go, folks. I will see you guys in a second, and we gonna eat. Check it out, folks. After a quick broil, our pizza is ready to go. I already cut it up, and as you can see, it holds together well. You don't need a fork, and you eat it the same way you would traditional pizza, except this pizza will actually help you lose weight, build muscle, and live a healthier lifestyle. Now, pizza is one of those foods that once it gets cold, it ends up being a fraction as good as it would have been hot. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's jump right into this. Come on. All right, folks, it's time to give away some Anabars. The giveaway winner from the last video is Brian Sentel with the comment, "Love your videos, Rem. You helped change my life. I'm down 30 pounds this month and still going. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, my friend." Well, first, congratulations. If I'm reading this right, you lost 30 pounds in a month. That is insane. Some people might say that losing that much weight is unhealthy, but you got to understand if you have quite a bit of weight to lose, a lot of that is water and inflammation. Simply by changing up your diet, you can see drastic results in that first month if you're consistent, and especially if you're doing just a little bit of cardio or you're working out. I always tell people the best thing you can do if you want to lose weight is to simply just start. And if you're consistent for at least a week and those results start coming in, you'll quite literally get addicted to the process, and you'll realize that food can not only be delicious, but something that can help you feel better, look better, and most importantly, be sexy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Email me the email in my description box. I will get a box you're choosing out to you ASAP. For everybody else, if you want to try Anabar, you can pop into a Trader Joe's near you, or you can go to theanabar.com, use the code RJF10, you'll save money, and you'll be getting the best tasting protein bar in the world. And as of right now, we currently have every flavor in stock. So if you've been missing out on your flavor of preference, it's in there right now for the time being. Appreciate everybody. Make sure you enter the giveaway by leaving a comment and doing all the things. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna grab this guy right here. This is one we've been looking at. You look at the bottom side of the crust. Other than a tiny bit of discoloration, that basically looks like a pizza crust. Moment of truth. Let's get her done. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. First things first, that tastes like pizza. And the only real difference is a textural difference. This is less crispy, a little more chewy, as if you got a pizza and it was so sauced up, the dough was a little soggy. Other than that, it's got a really nice flavor. We seasoned it, and honestly, it tastes really good. Seriously, guys, I know you watched me make it, and I've said it a few times in this video, but the thought of it, of making a crust like this, it sounds like it wouldn't be good, but I implore you, try this even just once, and I guarantee I'll make a believer out of you guys yet. Now, in our entire pizza crust, if you make it exactly how I did, what you end up with for the whole thing is only 346 calories with 10 grams of fat, 60 grams of protein, and only 4 grams of carbohydrates, which is basically nothing. Like I stated earlier, if you wanted to make the actual full-on 0-gram carb crust, all you'd have to do is swap out the fat-free cheese for full-fat cheese. You would want to get it not pre-shredded, that way it doesn't have the potato starch in it that's giving us the carbs. You'd shave it off the block, and even then, that would introduce a ton of calories to the pizza. It wouldn't be advisable at all. Currently how it sits with 4 grams of carbs in the whole crust. This would work perfectly for the keto diet, a carnivore diet, or traditional low carb diet, and you wouldn't have any issues at all. Seriously folks, after eating this is probably gonna be my pizza crust of choice from here on out, simply due to the nutrition and how much protein is in this. I always preach it, but if you want to put your body in the best position possible to burn fat, you need to be eating a high protein anabolic diet. And if you're trying to shred up, you wanna be in a calorie deficit. With a crust like this, we're accomplishing both things, and it doesn't even taste like we're doing anything healthy. Seriously, you gotta make this. And if you do, tag me on Instagram, Twitter, Twinder, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever it is your social, take a pretty picture and let me know what you think. And as always, if you have my cookbook, it has been updated, so this recipe is now in there along with every other recipe from the channel. Remember how when you were a kid and you wanted to beat a video game, you had to buy the book that had all the cheat codes? Well, this is that book, but for fat loss, because we're eating the foods we love, we're optimizing them to be anabolic, and in turn, we're eating good, doesn't even feel like we're dieting, yet we're losing weight. If that isn't a cheat code, I don't know what is. Hit that link down below to check it out. Appreciate you guys so very much. By the time you're watching this, Christmas is literally like a day away. So I wish everybody watching this a very, very Merry Christmas. From the bottom of my heart, I couldn't do what I do if you guys didn't consistently show up and check out the content. And for that, I am forever grateful. None of this would be possible without you guys. And I thank you so very much for it. And that's it, folks. We're out of here. Meal plans and online coaching available at RemingtonJamesFitness.com. If you ever like what I'm wearing, like this Young LA tank top or these Young LA joggers equipped with wallet pocket, you can always check out everything they got at YoungLA.com. Use the code RJF, you'll save money. And if you're lucky, you may look as stylish as me. I'm kidding. The only reason I'm stylish is because they send me all of their clothing. So it's become pretty effortless. Anyways, appreciate you guys so much. Enter the giveaway. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see each every one of you at the next video. See you guys. Wham, bam, bam, baby. We gone.